Philippians 4, 6 and 7. Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus. Good day, everybody. It is bright and early. I'm going to meet the pastor at First Baptist Orlando in charge of the drive. I'm not sure how long it'll take to get down there, so I gotta get going. Catch you later. Good day, everyone. I think I already said that. I did. I was just at the Disney Casting Center, as you can probably tell. And, yeah. Oddly enough, they did not have any of the openings that I saw online for attractions / a bunch of other stuff. And so that's why I wanted to come here, was because I wanted to be able to specify attractions, or as I didn't want to work food service or anything like that. That was on the list of things. So I figured I'd come here because I was partway down early in the day. And stuff. My mind just went blank. And see if I can figure all that out. Well, the computers they have here are very closed off from being able to do stuff like that. Well, not stuff like that, but stuff like, I'm rambling because I'm looking around, paying attention to my surroundings. I have a friend who referred me, and there was no way to input the referral information into it. So I was looking at the two things that were available that I was like tossing up between: a bus driver, which I don't want to do quite as much, and monorail host, which also apparently does drive the monorail too. But I thought that would be a cooler job, but it pays less than the bus driver. And either way, I can't put the referral information in. And if I were to go for a bus driver, then my friend referring me would get him $500. So if I go for bus driver, I want to make sure, and he gets $100 if I take any other position, go for any other position. So either way is a win-win for him. So I don't want to just like shut that down and not take the advantage. So I'm thinking having him refer me is probably about as big of an advantage as flying here. So I'll go to a computer where I can do that, and I'll wait a day or two probably, because I want to see if an opening does pop up in attractions, because they suggested don't apply for the job you don't want, because they're updated all the time. That's what it said. And that message is what made me not apply. Monorail would be kind of cool. Not necessarily to drive the monorail, because that's like kind of scary to actually be the one controlling that. But to like work on the monorail, be on the monorail, get nice surroundings. You're always under a covering, I think, unless you're out in the front or whatever. And you don't have to deal with necessarily angry guests, because they're just getting there and they're all excited, or they're leaving and they're all tired. But nobody's ever like angry for waiting in line too long or something like that. So it seems like the negatives would be removed if I worked on the monorail. The plus for working on the bus is I have the free reign to do what I want in regards to saying stuff over the intercom and things like that, and I'd really learn the Disney property from the bus routes versus just on the monorail track. What I really want to do is attractions. I want to have an attraction. I'm going to go in there and I want to play a part of someone who fits in that universe and just like run with it. And it's something, as long as I don't do it very often, like 5 days a week, if I can do it 3 days a week, or maybe get down to 1 day a week, That'd be more ideal. Anyway, catch up with you guys in a little bit. Guess where I am? Downtown Disney. Just kind of wandering around. I figured why waste the trip since I didn't actually apply to anything. I got a little bit of information, but I figured I might as well just like walk around here and just take it all in. And stuff. There's a dragon right behind me. So yeah, I'm gonna wander around. I'm gonna go inside the Disney store for right now. So I will chat with you guys after that. Just me and my pal here, Mr. Potato Head. And there are bubbles everywhere. Bubble, you saw it. How does I say it? Yeah, so I'm just wandering around here for a little while. I posted on Facebook that I was here. I'm waiting to see if anyone else is, just so I can go say hi real quick. I'll probably leave. It's around lunchtime, so I'm getting hungry. I'm not gonna eat here, so I was just in the toy shop looking at Mr. Potato Head parts, and they have these hats. I probably should have just shown you, but I'll tell you instead. Mickey hats. That's like the Darth Vader helmet, the top, the dome part, with the ears attached to it. There's an R2-D2, a C-3PO, and a carousel right there. A Princess Leia with the hair over the ears and the donut hair. So, pretty creative options that they have here for that stuff. Like I said, just wandering around, taking in the day, and I'll probably wind up having to go home before the drive because it's just too much time to kill. But I'd love to not have to. It's not closed, is it? I don't think it is. There's like this barricade right in front of downtown Disney. Right in front of Disney Quest, as you can see right there. Man, I want to go to Disney Quest. I can't justify spending $40. Can I? I can't. I'm not going to. It's not worth it. I just have to. Oh, it's $45 now too. It's gone up in price. Of course it has. Everything's gone up in price. Let's see. Yeah, no, I gotta get a annual pass before I can think about going to Disney Quest or any other park, unless I know someone will get me in. But it's so awesome. And it's so much cheaper than everything else. It's almost worth it. Oh wells. Time to head home. Got right there, Disney Quest right behind me, and I gotta go. So I'm hungry. I need some food. Alright. I just got back from the drive. You haven't seen anything for a while in my day because I knew I'd gotten a lot of footage early on. I thought about closing my vlog out like this afternoon and just being done with it before I even left for the drive. Because I figured I wouldn't film anything of interest, and I was right, but I didn't want to closed the door on it if anything did happen. It was interesting. So, quickly, because this vlog is already going to be long, drive was good. We did our best. We gave it a much better effort than we usually do for the welcome team to being in place and everything. We had an extra step we had to deal with because we were having a special cookout, as opposed to the usual going out to eat afterwards. So the welcome team was having to deal with whether or not people were going to stick around and eat, because it was $5 to be able to do that. So that was that extra step that kind of made things more complicated. When the thing started, I went in there, the lights were down, they were already singing, so I stood in the back, and then I realized I could stand in the back and try to make sure people sit down at the tables instead of just standing in the back. And then once everything ends, typically they grab a chair from the back wall and then just sit there in a row of chairs or something, and then they have to move into a circle to work table time. And meanwhile, there are other tables that have empty seats that nobody's going up to. So now I'm trying to figure out what we can do to make sure we don't have empty seats at tables. And I have an idea, and I'm probably gonna present it to some people that would make that call. But I liked just standing in the back. I get like a full view of the room and just a feel for what's going on. And they had the music up, I think, a little louder than they usually do, so I'm glad I wasn't closer to it this particular day. And then we had the dinner afterwards, stayed around, talked with a whole bunch of people. It was pretty good. Came home, watched The Flash. Gonna watch Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. next, see what the fallout is from Avengers. But I wanted to get this video processing because it is after midnight. The Flash revealed that someone knew something that showed that Iris figured out that Barry was the Flash, which she figured out in the last episode. So she just told him in this episode, and was angry and hurt and all the full spectrum at him and her boyfriend and her father for all knowing about it and all keeping the secret. But she wasn't really that surprised that her boyfriend knew, because she knew that he was hiding something, because he was not a very good liar. They dealt with Grodd, which is a super smart telepathic gorilla who's apparently one of the Flash's biggest nemesis, whatever, however you say that. And they resolved the issue without actually, Grodd's still out there. Alright, that was already almost 4 minutes of talking. Sorry guys, but this vlog's done. So for myself and all my pals, none of which have Mickey ears, good night, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.